Hey, welcome to PNW Enduro. Exciting day for me. It's new bike day. This is the 2023 Sherco 300 SEF factory edition. And yeah, I bought a 4-stroke. Might come as a surprise to you, but I am keeping the 2-stroke as well. So I've always wanted to have one of each for different types of riding applications, different areas I go to. So excited to get going on this build. I've got a lot of stuff to put on this bike, a lot of stuff to change. Tires are going, mooses are going on, different tires, gummy tire in the back, all the protection parts, of course. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh this, and it's bone stock right now, full of fuel. So let's weigh this and see what it weighs in stock form. Stand, let's see what we got here. 251.5. Remember, this is totally stock and a full tank of fuel. 4 kilograms, 114.2. So it'll be interesting to see what the weight difference is once I get all the protection parts on. One of the first things I'm going to do before I start adding weight to this bike is I'm going to take off a little bit of weight. This upper chain guide, I guess they need to have these. It's required in Europe for whatever reason. That's coming off. It's totally useless. And also the tail light, because this is not going to be road registered and I don't need this piece hanging down here. It's a little bit more weight that's coming off. I'll see how much that stuff weighs. One of the first things I'm going to upgrade is going to be the chain guide. These chain guides on the Shercos are not very good. They break quite easily. The plastic is brittle. So if you get a Sherco, I really recommend changing that right away. I'm going to keep a lot of the protection parts the same as my 2-stroke. So I'm putting on the AXP chain guide and the Bulletproof Designs swing arm tab protector. So when I get a new bike, I don't run the stock tires at all. I change them out right away. So I got the Rabiconda out. I've got a soft Nitro Mousse for the back tire, and I'm going to use the IRC VE33S on the back. So on my 2-stroke, I use the JX8 Super Gummy tire, but I'm going to stick with the VE33S on this one. It's kind of an intermediate gummy, I guess you could call it. Lasts a little bit longer, and this is going to be an enduro bike, not a hard enduro bike, so this tire is going to work really well in the places I'm going to run this bike over the 2-stroke. Try this Techno Mousse. We got a bit of a problem here. 80/121 is what I ordered. And you look at the mousse, it doesn't even fill out the tire, like it's too small. This way, that really sucks. Okay, while I've got the front wheel off, I'm also going to set the height on the forks. Generally, they come on the second notch here, and I always lower them to the first notch, so the forks are coming down, which brings the front end up a little bit. This is how I'm told the guys at Moto Experts set up all the Shercos that they're selling. And I did that on my 2-stroke, and I think it's better for high speed stability, so I'm going to do that next. Okay, so I'm at the first line on both the forks. And check the axle, still got 3 play in it. So means the forks are lined up properly. You're putting a front wheel back on. It's important to do it in the right steps so you're not binding your forks. So what you're going to do once you get the wheel on is you're going to tighten this side so the axle doesn't spin. Then you come over here, you tighten the axle nut, and then tighten this side. And then this is the important step, is you want to loosen off this side again, because that way they're not compressed too much. Spin the wheel, hit the brakes a couple times. What that's going to do, it's going to center the wheel. It kind of pulls this fork out a little bit so it's not pinched in and binding your forks. And once you've done that a couple times, you can go ahead and tighten the nuts back up. Bulletproof Designs, rad braces, and hardware, just a hair over 2 pounds. Now these are the new design, and they also have these extra side braces for better protection. If you add those on, it's over another pound. I actually think I'm not going to run these because this is not a hard enduro bike, and I've done pretty well with the standard design on these on my 2-stroke, so I'm going to leave these off for now, and maybe I'll put them on my 2-stroke later. I remember when I got these on my 2-stroke, and they are quite a pain to install just due to the design here of the rods on the Sherco, but new design on these guys where they've got these holes here, so you're going to be able to get a wrench in there to adjust it. So before you had to kind of lean this out and get a long extension in there. You even needed a flexible for top or bottom, I can't remember. But it was a real hassle. But having this cutout here, good job Bulletproof Designs, thank you. I'm doing to the bike, I consider essential upgrades like the chain guide and the protection parts. But some of them are just going to be preference. Foot pegs, you can see the stock Sherco foot pegs are totally flat, and I'm putting on the Flow Motorsports, and they're slightly cambered up. They're also a little bit bigger footprint and offer way better grip, so that's just something I like to do on my bikes. I did put a Nitro Mousse in the front. Honestly, it's not my first choice in the front wheel, but this Techno Mousse was way off on sizing, like not even close to 21 inch, so I got to figure out what's going on there, get a refund for that, and Nitro Mousse is going on for now. Okay, she's pretty much ready. Beautiful bike, can't wait to ride it. Will be next weekend, I think will be the first ride. I got some other demo rides planned for this weekend, but yeah, really stoked to ride this bike. Still have to throw on the full length skid plate when I get that, hopefully next week. So I'll do a follow-up. But for now, let me know what your guess is on what this bike weighs after adding all the protection parts. Also, over here, the 2-stroke, you can see new plastics, new seat. It's matching to the 2023. Sherco has a promotion on right now. If you buy an enduro bike, new enduro bike, you get $750 worth of Sherco parts, so I used part of that to freshen up the plastics on my 2-stroke. Now they're matching. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.